apologies from the start. I'm not good at making videos. My lighting sucks because I do not make videos and I'm just using a lamp and regular household lighting. That's just the way it's gonna go. And spoiler alert, I'm going to be talking about the movie. There's going to be lots of details probably spoiled about the movie. I'm here to rant. Let's get down to business. This all kind of started because there's a whole vlog every day in April. So I'm hopefully going to keep that up. We'll see how that goes. And it also started because I have a lot of people on like Facebook commenting and criticizing the film Noah that came out recently and how it's not really like the book in the Bible. So I'm just gonna talk about my feelings about it, and yeah, we're just gonna see how it goes. A lot of my friends, Christian friends, are complaining about the fact that the movie Noah isn't really like the book in the Bible, and they're offended by the fact that it's not really like the Bible and that it's more new agey and it's not Christian at all. And I don't know, my first response to that is obviously it's not. The director said that it's the most non-biblical movie, and it's more of an environmentalist movie than a Christian movie, and it's apparent that it's not a Christian movie in the trailer. It's very apparent, and you have to be able to go into the movie knowing it's not going to be like the Bible, because it's Hollywood, and if you read about it before you go and see it, it's already said that it's not like the Bible. It's inspired by the book in the Bible, but it's not like it. First, I want to go over the things that I saw in the movie that I thought were similar or taken from the Bible, and just see if we can go from there. First of all, there is a man named Noah, and he has 3 sons, and he is a descendant of Seth, who is the 3rd son of Adam and Eve. And second of all, Cain's descendants are all corrupt and are destroying the earth, not taking good care of it, are just horrible, disgusting human beings. They've destroyed the world that God created for people. Third of all, God, or the Creator, as he's referred to in Noah the movie, the Creator told Noah that he was going to flood the earth and that Noah needed to build the ark, take on all the animals of the earth, or a pair of every single animal of the earth, and his family would go on the boat and they would help refresh the earth after God floods out all the evil humans. Fourth of all, there would be 2 of every animal. I kind of mentioned that before, but again, there would be 2 of every animal that's said in the Bible, and that's shown in the movie, that all the animals came in pairs. Another thing that was similar was that the raven was sent out to find land, and it didn't find any land. The dove was sent out, and it's the one that found land. Noah's drunkenness later in the book of Genesis is shown in the movie. Ham finds his father naked, and then the 2 other brothers, Shem and Japheth, are the ones that cover up their naked drunk father while he's sleeping. And then the last thing that I remember, I mean, I've only seen the movie once, and there might be more that I could pull out from it if I actually thought about it, is at the end, the rainbows shooting from the sun. That is from the Bible, because God, after the flood was over and everything dried up, as a covenant to Noah and the earth, saying, I'm not going to do this again, God gave us a rainbow. Sorry, P.S., if this is getting too Christian-y for you. I'm just trying to vent out everything, and that's kind of the perspective I'm going from, because it's this perspective that I'm getting that's attacking this movie, and I'm like, well, let's look at it this way. Yeah. Another thing that comes from the Bible that I think is important is that Noah is representing the fact that we are called to be stewards of the earth. God made man and woman to take care of the earth, and that's what Noah was doing. Follow with that, in this movie we get to see the fault or the limits of human knowledge in comparison to what God's knowledge is. First through the king and his misinterpretation of what it means to have dominion over the earth. He sees it as, man, we have dominion over the world so we can do whatever we want with it. And another misinterpretation came from Noah, because Noah was taking what God had asked him to do, or the Creator asked him to do, and he was taking his own interpretation from it by saying that if his daughter-in-law had a baby girl, he would kill it, and if she had a son, that he would be the last man on the earth, because Noah thought that God wanted all people dead, and the Creator or God never actually said that, so it was all Noah's potentially misinterpretation. I found the movie to be more new agey than Christian, which is okay because obviously the director said it's not really biblical, even though it's based on a biblical story, inspired by a biblical story. I thought it was very interesting, and it was a good movie because it fills in gaps that the Bible doesn't necessarily cover, like what did all the people think of Noah building this ark, or why he was building the ark. And it filled in the gap of how did they get all those animals onto the boat, keep them on the boat for like 6.5 months without killing one another, you know? And I thought that was very interesting. I also thought it was cool how they covered how it all began, the story of the 7 days, the earth beginning, and it kind of covered biblical story and showed the Big Bang Theory in there, as well as showing as God created all the animals of the earth, all the creatures of the earth, it showed evolution. And you know, I'm sure a lot of people get upset about that, evolution, the whole Big Bang Theory, but when I think about it, all I can think is I wasn't there, so I can't say that this did not happen or this did happen. None of us can say that. None of us were there. So who knows? It was actually kind of very beautiful, the way they did it through film. Very, very cool. There is a good message. If you actually look and listen for it, there is a really great message at the end. And that is, justice isn't always the answer. And that is shown through Noah choosing not to kill his twin granddaughters because he said, when I looked at them, all I could feel was love. That shows that justice isn't always the answer, and sometimes love and mercy is the answer. Not to get all biblical and Christian-y on people, but that's a reflection of what God does too. He doesn't always choose justice. He chooses love and mercy as well. So when it comes down to it, I think the film was great. It was definitely inspired by the book in the Bible. It wasn't necessarily word for word or an accurate portrayal of what the Bible says. It fills in gaps that no one really has answers for, and I just think that Christians should stop being sticks in the mud about this movie. It was great. If you went in to see it as a movie and not as a biblical film, then you should be able to enjoy it. It was artistic, it had a good plot line, it kept me interested. It had the whole protagonist and antagonist thing. It had romance and humor and action. It was full of everything that major public asked for and craved for. So, I thought it was great. And so, yeah, Christians need to let it go and just enjoy life. We're told to love one another. Love, love, love. And all of us are just too busy sipping on the haterade. Just sipping too much of the haterade. Not good, not good, not good. Don't sip the haterade. Choose love. Peace out, Girl Scout. Let it go. Let it go. Can't hold it back anymore. That's how I feel about this whole situation.